All right, hello guys, good morning, it's Jack here from Peach Guitars. We're at NAMM 2020. One of the first stops that we're making today is one of the biggest for Peach Guitars. We're here at the Xotic Guitars booth, and we've been joined by Andy, who's
Hello.
a very, very important person in the company. Before we delve into the new line of Xotic guitars here, maybe you could just tell us a little bit of what you were just telling us before about your background and how you ended up at Xotic.
So my background is I worked at Fender for over a decade, and I was apprentice to Steve Stern in the Gretsch Custom Shop for about 10 years.
Excellent. So American, Californian guitars are in your blood.
Yep. I've never built anything other than California guitars in America.
Very nice, very nice. So that leads on very nicely to what the main focus is today. Obviously, a lot of you guys will know we are the UK exclusive dealer for Xotic guitars. Very, very proud to be so. And we're always seeing fantastic of the California Classic series of guitars. Absolutely love them. And this is, I think, the first time we've seen kind of a big revision to that with the new Xotic line.
Yep, the Xotic is essentially our custom shop line.
Right.
So instead of being limited to what's on your order sheet, if you can think of the idea, we're going to do what we can to make it for you.
That's great. So before, with the California Classic series, you kind of had that freedom of building custom guitars, but it was within the spec sheet essentially, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So as you can probably see just by panning around what's on display here, there's a huge variety under this same moniker.
All different kinds of bindings and pickup combinations that we don't normally offer on the California Classic series. Custom pick guards, custom woods. You're not limited to ash and alder anymore. You can have custom neck woods, custom fingerboard woods, any kind of frets that you want.
Right.
So, I mean, really, whatever you want, we're going to make it.
And so electronics-wise, have you kind of increased the number of different pickup options that you're offering to kind of cater to these different styles of guitars? Maybe we could, I mean, I'm looking here at that red Brad Gillis style Strat.
Sure,
and the green Telly next to it, obviously diametrically opposed in terms of their vintage and their modern counterparts, but what would you say is the defining differences between those two guitars as an example there?
Well, so on the red guitar, the pickups are the raw vintage custom shop pickups.
Okay.
We're calling them our unbalanced hot set, and it's unlike any PAF or humbucker. It's really a humbucker, not even. We're kind of moving away from PAF on that model.
Okay.
It's unlike anything we've done. Different wire combinations within the pickup, magnets, and they come out a lot hotter. It's really a rock guitar. Hence the
I want to get my hands on that one.
Yeah.
But that's great. And then same principle with the single coil pickups. I mean, the raw vintage pickups have been massively popular anyway.
Yes, there's on the black Limba guitar, the two single coils there are not our standard 50s or 60s models. Those are a custom shop late 60 gray bobbin. Single coils, so they have a unique characteristic too.
So you've been able to get a little bit more period specific maybe with certain guitars?
Yep.
Okay, maybe if we can move over into the corner and take a closer look at some of these then.
Absolutely.
I mean, that you pointed out is a great example of really pushing the envelope now with these Xotic series. So never before we saw a few natural finishes with the California Classics, but stuff like this now, I mean, people are going to go nuts for really high specs.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful piece of black Limba for the body and the neck, ebony board, and the custom shop pickups, or custom raw vintage pickups.
Yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. And the matching neck too. I don't know if you can.
Oh yeah.
You can see that. John is here, by the way, guys. He is currently chatting business, so I don't know how many of these will already have been designated to be purchased by us.
He'll do the business. We'll just talk shop.
Exactly. I don't have to worry about that. So even stuff like these tellies, I mean, the California, the XTC's amazing series of guitars.
Right.
But now it's amazing when you see guitar, because these guitars are so simple by design.
Right.
Just the tiniest differences make an utter world apart, don't they? So what was your thought process behind the brand identity of this new line? What did you want to put into it?
I wanted the player to have the freedom to have the guitar that they wanted and not be limited to sort of the rules of a vintage style guitar. So, we have like two tones going on, or new woods, sparkle, that's, real wild. And I think that there's some younger players who like the vintage feel of a guitar, but don't necessarily conform to the rules of what a vintage guitar has to be. Yeah. So it's basically just that. trying to give the player more options.
I think that's exactly what it needed, because before, as we've said, Xotic guitars do really, really well for us because they straddle the line perfectly between the real classic, and so the die-hard vintage guys, there's something for them, but they stay in tune. They've got the lock-in tuners, and so now it's even more of an option if you want. Have you ventured into the realm of like noiseless pickups and stuff like that, or is that?
Yeah, that's all going to be available with the Xotic line. Okay. Yeah, I mean, starting right away. If you want noiseless in there, we'll talk about doing that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And is that something that you've developed yourselves, or have you brought in outside influence?
We haven't developed any of ourselves yet, but the idea is that if you want a noiseless pickup, we'll do it. It's either a third party or one of our own.
Excellent. Okay. So, I mean, are there any other kind of standout examples of this line that you think is worth having a look at that really summarize, what can go into this Xotic line?
This one's pretty exciting. This is a 23.5 carat gold leaf XSC with the custom raw vintage pickups in it. So something like that.
That is not.
This is obviously not a normal finish.
Yeah, with a matching wah there in front too. And we're going to have a quick look at that if you were.
Yeah, absolutely. Pardon me.
It's very easy to forget just how broad Xotic's range of products are.
Right. Yeah.
And the pedals have always been massively popular too.
I was hoping with the show to kind of marry the two parts of the brand together with custom pedal designs and or paint jobs at least. And
so if you order a custom Xotic guitar, can you spec a custom wah to go with it?
That we're still talking about. The three that we have here are for the show.
Right. I'd love if that were the case.
I think that would be amazing. I mean, I would definitely push Johnny on that.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be on board with that too. Let me just put that back. Okay, so is there anything new to the California Classic line as well that's worth noting?
Yes, so you'll be able to be ordering now the XSC3, which is the 2 humbucker
the
XS.
HSH.
Yeah, and then and then the XTC2 is what we're designating with the humbucker in the neck.
Okay. Sorry, I think I jumped over you there. So you said the XSC3 is just 2 humbuckers, or is that HSH?
No, it's going to be the 2 humbuckers. Okay. Yes, sorry. Yeah, and then the XTC2 will have the humbucker in the neck position.
Okay, and that's great because that just, I mean, the specs on those guitars were so good anyway.
Right.
They're just so down to the bone, really cut and dry, simple, but they just work. So now if you want other options for your Tele style or for your S style, you've got even more.
Absolutely. And we do have an HSH guitar at the show. It's our NAMM limited edition, and it's down in the California Classic area, but it looks really cool and it sounds really cool.
Yeah, we'll have a peek at that in a moment, guys. But is there anything new in pedal world as well?
The new pedals are the where is it? The RC bass boost. I think our new pedals are actually in this area, but yeah, the RC bass boost is the new one, and we have last year we didn't have the super sweet and super clean at NAMM, but we have them here. Yeah, and the volume pedal. So,
and all that stuff's really been really popular for us. I know that because
they're great.
Xotic have just got the knack of making really. They either do really complex things that make them seem really simple.
Exactly.
Or they take the really simple things and just throw all the complexities in there.
It's sort of the opposite with the pedals. Really simple, and now we're taking a T-style guitar, which is like the most simple thing, and we've tried to make it more complicated.
Yeah. But I think, hopefully you'll see just from the spread of guitars that are here, you can dream up your own options to start custom ordering straight away. And what would you say, what kind of build times are you looking at the moment?
It's still supposed to be 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I think John's got his eye on a few guitars, so before we get too deep down the rabbit hole, I think we better sign off and start purchasing some things, I believe. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it.
For coming by.
Yeah, my absolute pleasure. Great to meet you, Andy.
Yeah, great meeting you.
And good luck with the Xotic line.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, man. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Okay, then. Hello, guys. It's Jack here from Peach Guitars. We're at NAMM 2020, and we've stopped by the Court booth. We're going to have a quick chat with Will about something that's really exciting, brand new in the Court electric stable. This is something that a lot of people will recognize, and it's not necessarily an association that's been made too heavy before, so we're going to talk about this fantastic new Manson collaborative Matthew Bellamy signature model. He's a guitarist you might have heard of. So, Will, if you could kindly talk us through some of the specs and also the origin of this guitar. How did this come about?
Yeah.
And what's it all about?
Yeah, so right away we see it's a Matthew Bellamy signature model. Now, in collaboration with Manson Guitar Works and Court Guitars, came together to make this instrument a reality. We've got a matte black finish and a starlight silver finish. That also kind of has a matte-like feel to it. And we have Manson humbucking pickups, and these have been revoiced for this guitar specifically. Very simple to use, a three position toggle switch right here. We have master volume and tone, and also the kill switch is fun, definitely.
Yeah.
Spoke nut truss rod and beautiful fretwork, and also a satin finish on the back of the neck.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah, you just got to give that one a test drive. You'll be really impressed. Court locking tuners on the back, and the Manson logo bright on the front of the headstock here. So
yeah. Well, I think Court are fairly well renowned for how much you get for your money.
Yes.
And so it's great to actually have a really high-profile artist here on board.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of people will be aware of Matt Bellamy's playing, and obviously his use of the Manson guitars, all the crazy electronics that went into some of those guitars as well. But just to see the distillation of what this guitar originally came from, I think is really cool, because it's a really nice body shape.
Yeah.
Really comfortable neck.
And also on the electronics, if you look at the back, the cavity was routed especially for expansion. So if there's anybody that wanted to add or subtract or modify in the future, they see the need for that, and they've added that in there. So you can pretty much do anything you want with them.
So it's a nice little blank canvas almost.
Exactly.
But I'm sure in its own right,
it's already a beautiful painting
great.
as it is.
Yeah. Very nice, and it's a great collaboration to have on board. So
definitely, we're really excited about this guitar.
Yeah. All right, hello folks. Jack here from Peach Guitars. We're here at NAMM 2020. We've stopped by to see our friends at Vigier Guitars, and I'm joined by DJ, who's the product manager for Vigier. So what we're going to do is just a nice quick overview of what's new for the brand for 2020. You guys will know how we feel about Vigier guitars already. We've stocked them for ages. We love them. They're completely unique. So basically, I think this, just judging by what I've seen on the wall so far, this is just a continuation of all the good stuff.
Yeah, of course.
You can elaborate from there, please, sir.
Yeah, of course. The philosophy is always that we are trying to incrementally push the boundaries of what we're doing and make it better for players specifically, not just aesthetics and whatnot. So we'll start on this side of the wall, we'll end over there.
Okay.
So over here we have 2 new colors. Of course, as I say, we're not just about aesthetics. 2 new colors.
Yeah, but that's where we start.
Yeah, Marie Antoinette blue, and a gold Versailles gold. This expert features another new feature. We're actually doing a soft scallop.
Yeah, well, I saw that.
So for all you Yngwie fans and Richie Blackmore fans, this is for you. Up here we have new rock art colors. We've been doing the rock arts like this since 2016, but now we can do them on transparent finishes. So if you get something with a nice maple top, you can swirl whatever transparent finishes you want. This is the P3, the new Passion bass, P cubed, excuse me. So it's the same specs as our regular Passion bass, except this one's hollow, so it shaves a couple pounds off it, and it is a world of difference. I already ordered one to save my back for the next tour I got.
Good.
Over here on display we have new, finally we're doing contoured tops on our maple topped guitars. Previously they were all flat because Patrice felt like he couldn't do it without sacrificing some sort of stability and tone, and now he finally came up with a solution to do it, because our tops are also really thick, so now everything with a maple top has a contour cut for your forearm. Finally over here we have the Nautilus 2. This is like the coolest thing about the whole show. So this guitar it's actually a MIDI control guitar. So you have your volume, your tone. This is your mode switch. So you can actually pick, this guitar's hum, single, hum. These lights indicate what your pickup configuration is. Hum, single, single,
right.
Hum, single, single, single. So what you can do is pick that, then pick, volume at 70%, tone at 90%, and you can store it in a MIDI location. And we use a Bluetooth transmitter so that when you change your scene on your MIDI device, it changes to whatever you had set up there. So you don't have to switch your pickups, you don't have to mess with your knobs.
Yeah.
And then if you want to, the second you touch them, it overrides the preset. So you get the best of both worlds.
I think the word MIDI is still a bit scary to guitar players, but
I am ignorant. to MIDI.
It's a new decade now.
Yeah,
People
but
are gonna
this
catch
was
up to this
very
stuff.
simple.
Yeah.
It was remarkably simple to program. You literally pick your scene, you open up the patch in the MIDI, and you hold this literally for 1 second till this blinks. Now it's recorded. Done.
Wow.
So you can save presets on the fly. You can make new presets. It's insane. And if you don't use MIDI, you still get all these features just like a regular guitar, and it's not
Yeah,
that.
so it's still just an Excalibur. What's the neck wood on this one, on this particular one?
So this is a finish we introduced last year called Velar Noir. So we finished the neck, the back and front, and the fingerboard all with the same finish as the body.
Wow.
So it's actually a maple board, which is dyed black.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's an option for everything. And so this is called the Nautilus 2. It's available on all Excaliburs with pickguards.
Brilliant.
So whatever you want.
Very ably explained, sir. All right. Hey guys, Jack here from Peach Guitars. We're here at NAMM 2020. We've just popped upstairs to a secret room to check out some stuff from our friends at Schecter. This is Colin. He's going to walk us through the stuff that we know you all want to see. So the big focus, obviously, with Schecter Guitars for us is Mr. Nick Johnston, and he's actually got his own wall.
We got a variety of guitars now.
So show us what's new, if you would.
Last year we came out with the Atomic Green. This year we're adding a humbucker version. So you can get both colors, or both models, Atomic Green, and then we're adding 2 colors, Atomic Frost, and this is Atomic Snow. All of them, you can get single coil version or the hum version.
Yeah. So what prompted the decision to go for an HSS model now too?
He was actually looking for a hum version custom shop.
Yeah.
And while we were doing that, we're like, let's look at the Diamond Series.
People are
Get
going
the
to
Diamond
want
Series
these.
love too.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted that hum, that option to have a humbucker.
I get that.
And the cool thing is it's got, all of them have the coil push
you can
pull. You
split
can do
it
the
too.
coil split. So Keith Merrow.
Yeah.
This is a new model for him. This is the hybrid, which is, it's kind of like a blend of his original cam model.
Right.
With the new shape, through neck. We kind of toned it down to be a little more affordable.
Yeah.
But it still retains like all the top of the line stuff.
Looks super sleek.
Hip shot bridge, Schecter locking tuners.
And what pickups have we got in these?
These are new Fishman pickups that he developed with them.
Okay.
They come in the 2 colors, 6 and 7. So this is Snowblind White, and this is Telesto Gray.
They're really nice, actually.
And
the
the white one we're doing lefty,
okay,
6
great.
and a 7. So
Great.
got to give love to the lefties.
Yeah, you've got to, haven't you? You've got to. So that segues very nicely into what was another major hit for us last year, which was the Reaper series, I guess, and the, kind of the other factors that make up the Diamond series. So maybe if you want to just give us a bit of an overview of what's going on here, what's new.
So this is the Banshee Mark, and what we did was we took the Banshee body shape and we just re-envisioned the whole concept of that guitar. So we did a full radius top on there, and then the back is beveled, so it gives it like a nice sleek feeling. So when you're playing it, it kind of like your arm hugs into it.
I don't know how much of the angle will come through on the camera, but
maybe
you can
come back to it.
You can
pull it
definitely
off.
see that. And what pickups are in there now?
So this one's like top of the line, through neck, roasted maple neck, hip shot, bridge. We're doing an Evertune version.
Nice.
Floyd Rose Sustainiac version.
Yeah.
6 and a 7 and all those.
I was really, it was great to see the variety that you had last year. Like you said, the options with the Sustainer pickup, the Evertune bridge. So
yeah, this is going to be the first time for the Diamond Series using an Evertune bridge. So we're excited to finally have that option on the Diamond Series.
Yeah.
And also a new thing is the Lundgren pickups, which you were asking about. These things are perfectly voiced for this model, for that type of player, for that drop tuning, just uber chick-chong,
super tight, super aggressive. But they've actually got a lot of tonality to them as well. They're not just,
No, they're amazing.
They're not sterile or anything like that. And maybe if you want to get a pan of this wall look, you can just see some of the other stuff that's going on. I'm guessing this is all part of the same kind of family.
Mm-hmm. So right here we have like a variety of different PTs.
Yep.
We're adding a lot of PTs to so right here we got the SLS Elite PTs. This is the Evil Twin version. These guys, same specs as
With the
the
Fishmans
SLS
in there.
Elite. And it's a 24 fretter worth noting.
Yeah.
That's not very common for
No.
Tele PT body shape for us. So
I like that slightly offset body shape as well. I think it's just, this is the kind of stuff that I think people are looking for a lot of the time, especially when you've got aesthetics like these on the guitars. But it's a feature set that's really appealing, and like you say, that body shape is not what you normally associate with that kind of spec.
You want the comfort, you want the accessibility, you want all the same specs.
Yeah.
And now we're offering it with the PT body shape.
And we've got some stuff down here too that's opposite end of the scale almost with the...
Yep. Right. Well, let's start with this guy, the PT Fastback. This is like retro. It's kind of a throwback to the PT Fastback we originally came out with, doing Filtertron style pickups,
nice.
hardtail. We're doing 3 colors: black, Olympic white, and then a gold top with a mahogany body.
Nice.
Just to switch it up a little bit. Sun Valley Super Shredder PT. This one, we are adding a Sustainiac version of that model.
Nice. I like that a lot. That's thrown in all the kitchen sink options, that one.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right here you have the Apocalypse Red Rain PT. So we're offering the Red Rain with the PT body shape.
Yeah, some amazing stuff's going into the finish. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing it's a lot of new finishes for 2020. Then is basically what we're seeing.
This one is brand new for us. This is the Silver Mountain, and it's going to have all the top of the line stuff: hip shot bridge, Schecter locking tuners, brand new pickups that we developed for this model. These are the Sonic Seducer pickups, and I would say they're in the lower output realm.
Okay.
With a massive ceramic magnet, so you retain that bottom end.
Yeah.
But with the lower output, it's got way more clarity.
Yeah.
So when you're drop tuning,
passive
7-string or an 8-string version, all the strings, you can get the clarity of all the strings. That's really important for these kind of guitars.
Yeah, and they're a passive pickup, are they?
Yes, passive pickups. These are the Schecter USA pickups, so we're building them at our shop.
Okay, nice. If you want to find out all the options that we're going to get in, obviously check out peachguitars.com as quickly as you possibly can. But I think that about covers most of what we wanted to find out. So thanks, Colin. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for coming by.
Much appreciated. Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Hello, folks. Jack here from Peach Guitars. We're at NAMM 2020. We've managed to salvage a little bit of headspace by diving into this very nice little blacked out, quiet room at Dunlop. Got Mr. Brian Kehoe here.
Quiet-ish.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be quiet in a minute when we tell you what we're going to do here. We've got some new pedals from MXR and Dunlop, and you are the man who's best fit to talk us through them.
I am the man.
Tell me what we got going
operation.
on. Oh yeah? Are you going to keep the beard?
Yes.
Good stuff. All right, show us what's new, Brian.
Well, what we have new is the Timmy Overdrive pedal. Paul Cochran, who is a builder in Nashville, Tennessee, he hand wires and hand builds his pedals in his, I don't know if it's his garage, but he definitely has a smaller facility.
Yeah, he's a boutique guy.
And it's kind of a kick-ass overdrive. I've been using his overdrive on my personal board for 11 years.
Yeah.
And so when we decided to co-op, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
I don't know, you invented the language.
Sounds right to me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So when we co-opted with him, we're like, well, let's put in a mini package and let's make sure it sounds kick-ass.
Yeah.
And let's make sure that it does everything it needs to do.
And you can buy it from any guitar shop.
Anywhere without like a 1.5, 2-year wait.
Yeah.
And at a great price, $129.99.
Okay.
US dollars. I don't know.
That converts roughly to the pound. We know how these things work. It's going to be in that kind of ballpark.
Depending on the exchange rates.
Exactly.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But
check the website.
I was sick that year in arithmetic. So it has the features, gain, volume, bass and treble. Also has a switch where it's a 3-way switch. All the way to the left is a symmetrical compressed clipping. In the middle is more open, a little bit louder.
Yeah.
To the right is an asymmetrical clipping, very subtle. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it here. I'll demonstrate it a little bit, but it's real nice. It gives you little options.
Yeah.
Very versatile. Guys use it as a clean boost. Guys use it as a dirty boost. Guys use it just as a overdrive through a clean amp. Guys use it as an overdrive through an already dirty amp.
Yeah.
Just kind of get into the stratosphere. It's a
It's a fantastic pedal, isn't it?
It kicks ass, and it kind of stays out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you step on a pedal and it gets so compressed and mid-focused that it just kind of falls apart.
It's natural. And what's nice as well is, you know, we know a couple of other guys in the past have definitely made their own take on this pedal, but you've got the official seal of approval.
This is the
time.
official seal of approval.
Yeah, so what more can you say? If you want a Timmy, this is a great option now.
This one sounds as good or better to my ears than my original.
Nice.
And I A-B'd them. I was like, holy shit.
Fantastic. So, what else is new?
Well, we have the Octavio. This is the original fuzz circuit that obviously Jimi Hendrix made famous with his Purple Haze.
Yep.
It's the first time that we have offered this in a regular MXR standard box, standard package.
Yeah.
The thing about these fuzzes where people get confused is it's a gnarly square wave fuzz.
Yeah.
And it has a harmonic doubler on it, so that when you get in the neck pickup and above the 10th to the 12th fret, you get that high fuzz octave. People get confused. Octavio, they're like, oh, I want to hear a digital octave. I want to hear
Yeah,
two
it's
notes.
not clean or anything. It's...
No, it's a beast. And they play a regular A chord and it goes, and they're like, I don't really understand what's happening. What's so good about it?
Yeah, but you just turn your volume down a little bit.
A little bit you can get that, but also if you turn the volume up and you run on the neck pickup, you can get some really cool tones. You get some like garage blues, White Stripes, Black Keys kind of thing. You can get some psychedelic stuff. And then if you turn the volume down when you use that octave doubler, the fuzz octave doubler, you can get kind of like a steel drum sound, which is pretty cool. And I'll show you what that sounds
It's a
like.
versatile fuzz, and what's nice now is that, you know, if you weren't a fan necessarily of the Hendrix graphics that were on the Hendrix
Right.
series before, this is just nice and clean and simple.
That, my friend, is a quality point. Next up is the Crybaby Q Zone, which is a fixed wah.
Yeah.
We reissued this again because the market people are getting into this again.
Yeah.
Pretty simple circuit. It's based off our, GCB 95. You roll the peak, it goes through the spectrum. There's a Q point, which makes it flat and mellow, or spiky and really quacky. Q point stands for quality.
Does it?
Yeah, in
Okay.
the electronics, but I just call it quack.
Yeah, the quack point.
Because the higher it is, the more quacky it is, which is fantastic. That's $149.99 US dollars.
Okay.
Shipping now.
Nice.
So that's basically it. That's what we got here. Thank you so much.
True professional, my friend.
Well, you
Thanks,
never
Brian.
know.